Curious about the largest bird in the world? Is it a majestic flyer or a flightless giant roaming the plains? Today, we present the 20 largest bird species on Earth, ranked by their average weight. Let's begin the countdown. Starting of this list is the wandering albatross, also known as the snowy albatross. The wandering albatross is renowned for having the largest wingspan of any living bird, reaching over a gargantuan 12 feet. This impressive wingspan enables the bird to propel its body, sometimes weighing as much as 35 pounds, over remarkably long distances. They can circumnavigate the Southern Ocean 3 times a year, covering more than 75,000 miles. As you may have guessed, these birds spend most of their lives in flight, only returning to land for breeding. Their courtship rituals are characterized by elaborate dances and synchronized movements. These monogamous birds often mate for life and can live for over 50 years. At number 19 is the Trumpeter Swan. The Trumpeter Swan holds the title of the heaviest bird in North America and is the largest species of waterfowl, weighing up to 38 pounds, with a wingspan of over 10 feet. They breed in the wetlands of northwestern and central North America, with the largest numbers in Alaska. These swans are famous for their resonant, trumpet-like calls. Have a listen. These birds are powerful flyers capable of long migrations to their wintering sites in southern Canada and the northwest states of the United States. Trumpeter swans were once near extinction, with less than 70 wild trumpeters to exist, but have since made a remarkable recovery thanks to intensive conservation efforts. Since 2010, over 46,000 birds now exist. Coming in at number 18 is the Kori Bustard. The Kori Bustard is Africa's largest flying bird, with males weighing up to 44 pounds. Although they can fly, these birds spend most of their time on the ground, in savannas and grasslands, using their powerful legs to run swiftly and evade predators. They busy themselves foraging for insects, seeds, small vertebrates, and berries. Their courtship displays are quite a sight, with males inflating their necks and feathers to resemble large balloons, all while performing elaborate dances. Kori bustards typically nest in shallow scrapes on open ground, carefully camouflaged to protect against predators. Though they prefer staying on land, these birds take to the skies when necessary, especially in the face of danger, showcasing their impressive wingspan and strength. At number 17 is another bustard, the Great Bustard. As the name suggests, this bird tips the scale as one of the heaviest flying birds to exist. In fact, a specimen discovered in Manchuria set a world record as the heaviest flying bird, weighing an astounding 46 pounds. So why is it ranked only at number 17? That bird is an outlier. On average, both male and female birds of this species typically weigh around 23 pounds, which is much lighter than the heaviest birds on our list. Native to Europe and Asia, these birds are known for their elaborate courtship displays, where males fan their tail feathers and inflate their throats to attract females. Great bustards inhabit open grasslands and are omnivores, feeding on a mix of plants and small animals. Considered an endangered species, conservation efforts are crucial for their survival, as habitat loss and hunting have significantly reduced their populations. Next up at number 16 is the California Condor. Condors are part of the vulture family and are among the largest flying birds in the world. These impressive birds are characterized by their massive wingspans, allowing them to soar effortlessly on thermal updrafts. The California Condor, boasting a nearly 10-foot wingspan and weighing an average of 23 pounds, has been observed gliding for over 5 hours without flapping its wings, covering distances of more than 100 miles. They play a crucial role in their ecosystem as scavengers, feeding on carrion and helping to keep the environment clean. The California condor finds itself critically endangered and is one of the rarest birds in the world. At one point, their numbers dwindled to just 27 individuals in the 1980s, prompting urgent conservation efforts. Intensive programs, including captive breeding and habitat protection, have helped increase their population, with close to 600 individuals currently in the wild and captivity combined. At number 15, we have the whooper swan. Weighing in at an average of 23.37 pounds, the whooper swan is one of the largest and heaviest flying water birds. These beautiful white swans can be found across Europe and parts of Asia and are known for their distinctive honking calls. Whooper swans are highly migratory, with many traveling thousands of miles annually from their breeding grounds in Iceland and Scandinavia to their wintering destinations in southern Europe and eastern Asia. They mate for life, forming strong family bonds, and are often observed in large flocks. The next bird at number 14 is another species of swan, the mute swan. Mute swans are not merely fairy tale creatures from children's stories like the ugly duckling. They are also among the largest birds by weight. Native to Europe, some of these swans have been recorded to weigh up to 51 pounds and measure 5.6 feet in length. Known for their elegant white feathers and distinctive orange beak, mute swans are often seen gliding serenely across lakes and ponds. Their name is derived from their lack of vocalization, as they make very little noise compared to other swan species. Despite this, they produce a variety of sounds and are highly territorial during the breeding season. At number 13 is the Dalmatian Pelican, the largest member of the pelican family and one of the largest freshwater birds with an average weight of 24.5 pounds. Dalmatian pelicans are found across Europe and Asia, with the largest populations residing in Eastern Europe. These striking birds have a distinctive appearance, with their white plumage and bright yellow-orange pouches. Their diet primarily consists of fish, which they catch by dipping their heads into the water while swimming or diving from the air. Unfortunately, habitat loss and human disturbance have led to a decline in Dalmatian pelican populations, making them a near-threatened species. However, conservation efforts are being made to protect these magnificent birds and their habitats. Ranked at number 12 is the Andean Condor, one of only 2 existing condor species found in the mountainous regions of South America. This majestic sky giant can weigh up to 33 pounds and boast a wingspan of over 10 feet. These remarkable measurements not only make the Andean condor the largest bird of prey in the world, but also the bird with the highest wing surface area. Similar to the California condor, the Andean condor ranks among the longest-lived birds globally, boasting a lifespan exceeding 70 years in captivity. This magnificent creature can often be seen soaring at altitudes of 15,000 feet or higher in the Andes Mountains, thanks to their specialized respiratory system that enables them to flourish in low-oxygen environments. These birds are culturally significant and appear in the folklore of Andean cultures. They are often seen as symbols of freedom and strength, and their majestic presence is celebrated in various traditional stories, songs, and dances. At number 11, we have a bird that many people recognize, the turkey. Notably, turkeys are synonymous with Thanksgiving in the United States, serving as the centerpiece of the holiday feast. Native to North America, these birds are recognized for their fan-shaped tails and wattled necks. There are 2 types of turkeys within the same species, wild and domestic. Domestic turkeys are significantly larger than their wild counterparts due to selective breeding, aimed at increasing their meat production. The average weight for a domestic turkey is 29.8 pounds, but some birds can reach up to an impressive 86 pounds. Wild turkeys are far smaller at an average of 14.88 pounds. The downside to the increased size of domestic turkeys is that selective breeding for heavier, broad-breasted birds has caused them to lose their ability to fly. Flight is only seen in wild turkeys, which can soar up to 1/4 of a mile when escaping predators or other threats. Consequently, there are over 250 million turkeys around the world today, making them one of the most populous bird species. As we enter our top 10 largest birds, you'll notice that the remaining birds are all flightless. Flightless birds evolved mainly because they faced little to no mammalian or reptilian predators and had little competition, enabling them to thrive without the need for flight. This adaptation often occurs in isolated environments where the pressure to escape predators is minimal, allowing significant changes in body structure and behavior. Consequently, these birds frequently become larger and heavier, a phenomenon known as gigantism. And so, at number 10, we have our first completely flightless bird, the king penguin. The king penguin, the second largest penguin species, thrives in the remote sub-Antarctic islands and northern Antarctica. These magnificent birds can weigh up to 40 pounds and stand as tall as 3.25 feet. Despite this size, they still face threats from predators like leopard seals and orcas, which target both adults and chicks. To defend themselves and their young, king penguins often nest in large, dense colonies, leveraging safety in numbers. Their exceptional diving prowess, reaching depths exceeding 984 feet, further aids in evading predators, as well as being exceptionally useful in catching fish. Their breeding cycle is unique, with a long 55-day incubation period and parents taking turns to keep the egg warm. Coming in at number 9 is the Dwarf Cassowary, a ground-dwelling bird native to New Guinea and nearby islands. The Dwarf Cassowary is the smallest of the 3 extant species of cassowary. In truth, this bird is far from small. It typically weighs up to a hefty 57 pounds and can reach an impressive length of 4.9 feet. Dwarf cassowaries are known for their striking blue and black plumage and helmet-like casques on their heads. They inhabit dense rainforests and feed on fruits, insects, and small animals. During the breeding season, male dwarf cassowaries take on the responsibility of incubating the eggs and caring for the chicks. After the female lays the eggs, the male incubates them for about 50 days until they hatch, and then continues to care for the chicks for up to 9 months. Number 8 is the Lesser Rhea, also known as Darwin's Rhea, a large flightless bird native to South America. The name Darwin's Rhea honors Charles Darwin, who encountered and collected specimens of the bird during his HMS Beagle voyage in the 1830s, contributing to his research on species variation and influencing his theory of evolution by natural selection. The Lesser Rhea is just 2 existing species of rhea, birds that are distantly related to the African ostrich and the Australian emu. Reaching heights of up to 3.25 feet and weighing as much as 63 pounds, these birds are easily recognized by their elongated legs and necks. These physical adaptations enable them to reach impressive speeds of up to 37 miles per hour to evade predators. Lesser rheas inhabit open grasslands and pampas, where they feed on a variety of plants and small animals. Next up at number 7 is the Greater Rhea. You might think the Greater Rhea is significantly larger than the Lesser Rhea, but both species have a similar average weight. The key difference lies in their height. The Greater Rhea stands up to 5 feet 7 inches tall due to its longer legs and neck, making it about 70% taller than the much shorter 3.25 feet Lesser Rhea. This makes the Greater Rhea appear slimmer and less plump. These birds are renowned for their intricate mating dances and communal nesting behavior. Notably, they exhibit unique breeding habits, with males exclusively incubating the eggs and raising the chicks. Although they are flightless, they have notably long wings which they can use to balance themselves during sharp turns as they escape predators. Ranked at number 6 is the emperor penguin, the tallest and heaviest of all penguin species. This magnificent bird averages 74 pounds and can stand over 4 feet tall. Known for their remarkable adaptations, they can dive to depths of 1,755 feet and stay submerged for around 20 minutes. These penguins breed in the harsh Antarctic winter, with the female laying just a single egg. This is then incubated by the male for over 2 months, while the female forages for food. Emperor penguins have evolved remarkable adaptations to endure the harsh cold, which can plummet to -40 Fahrenheit. They possess a thick layer of blubber and densely packed feathers for optimal insulation. Furthermore, their distinct hemoglobin enables them to remain conscious even at low oxygen levels. They can also lower their metabolism and deactivate non-essential organ functions to conserve energy. The emperor penguin was uplisted to near threatened from least concern by the IUCN in 2012, with climate change and industrial fishing impacting food availability as primary causes. Moving from Antarctica to a nearby continent at number 5 is the emu, a bird native to Australia. The emu is the third largest bird in the world by height, reaching up to 6.25 feet and weighing up to 132 pounds. These flightless birds are known for their long legs and necks, which help them run at speeds up to 30 miles per hour. Emus are omnivores, feeding on a variety of plants, insects, and small animals. For thousands of years, humans have interacted with emus. Indigenous Australians developed various techniques to catch them for food and tools, while early European settlers hunted these large birds for sustenance and lamp fuel. In 1932, a conflict known as the Emu War broke out in Western Australia, where farmers were struggling with large emu populations damaging their crops. The Australian military was called in to assist, but they ultimately failed to significantly control the emu population. Currently, there are over 700,000 wild emus in Australia, and their conservation status is listed as least concern. At number 4, we have the southern cassowary. Unlike other cassowary species primarily located in New Guinea, the southern cassowary is found in both New Guinea and also northeastern Australia, as well as on nearby islands. These birds usually weigh up to 154 pounds, although some specimens have been recorded at weights of up to 187 pounds. They can also reach a height of 5 feet 11 inches. Southern cassowaries are known for their striking blue and black plumage and helmet-like casques on their heads, just like other cassowaries. They are typically solitary and can be aggressive if threatened. While they have a dangerous reputation due to their powerful kicks and blade-like claws, deadly encounters are rare, with only 2 human deaths reported since 1900. Most attacks occur when cassowaries expect food or feel threatened. Conservation efforts face challenges from habitat loss, vehicle strikes, and human interaction, but the IUCN lists them as least concern. In Australia, the population is endangered, with ongoing efforts to stabilize and recover their numbers through legislation and habitat protection. Moving on to our top 3 largest birds in the world, we have the northern cassowary, the largest of the three cassowary species, standing up to 5.9 feet and weighing up to 128 pounds. It's worth noting that while some sources rank the southern cassowary as the third largest bird in the world, the northern cassowary actually claims that title when considering the average weight of the species. The difference in size is minimal, less than 2 pounds, resulting in both species being approximately the same size. Native to New Guinea, these flightless birds are known for their striking blue faces, bright red or yellow necks, and casque-topped heads that help them navigate dense forests and attract mates. Remarkably, they can reach speeds of up to 31 miles per hour, leap as high as 5 feet, and are exceptional swimmers. Shy and solitary, their diet mainly includes berries, fruits, and small animals, but they will also consume dead animals and even their own feces for undigested fruits. During breeding season, polygamous females lay 3 to 5 green eggs in a nest prepared by the male, who then incubates and raises the chicks alone for about 9 months. If you are enjoying this video so far, feel free to like and subscribe for more birdie learning content. Onto the vast plains of the Horn of Africa, we have the second largest bird in the world, the Somali Ostrich, also known as the blue-necked ostrich. This species is a large flightless bird, native to Ethiopia, Djibouti, Kenya, and Somalia. Somali ostriches were once considered a subspecies of the common ostrich. However, since 2014, they have been officially recognized as a distinct species. This classification brings the total number of ostrich species in existence today to 2. A key difference is their distinctive blue necks and thighs, which turn bright blue in males during the mating season. They prefer bushier, more densely vegetated habitats and primarily feed by browsing on leaves, tender shoots, and fruits from tall plants like shrubs. In contrast, the common ostrich exhibits a different feeding behavior, favoring grazing on grass and other low-growing vegetation. Somali ostriches face significant threats from hunting for meat, medicinal products, and eggs, especially in politically unstable regions. Their numbers have been decreasing due to uncontrolled hunting, although they are also farmed in Kenya for their products. Listed as vulnerable by the IUCN, ongoing conservation efforts are crucial to protect their habitats and populations. At number 1, we have the largest and heaviest bird on the planet, the common ostrich, with males weighing up to 287 pounds and measuring up to a gargantuan 9 feet in height. Native to Africa, these impressive birds are characterized by their long necks, large eyes, and powerful legs, which allow them to run at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, making them the fastest birds on land. Common ostriches are highly adapted to their arid habitats, often found in savannas, grasslands, and deserts. Their diet mainly consists of plants, seeds, and occasionally insects. Unlike most birds, they do not need to drink water frequently, as they obtain moisture from the plants they eat. One of the most remarkable features of the common ostrich is its reproductive strategy. Females lay their eggs in a communal nest, a simple scrape in the ground, where a dominant male and female will take turns incubating the eggs. Ostrich eggs are the largest of any bird, weighing about 3 pounds and measuring up to 6 inches in length. Despite their formidable size, ostriches are preyed upon by various large predators, and their powerful legs can deliver deadly kicks as a defense mechanism. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the largest birds in the world. We hope you found these remarkable creatures and their fascinating traits as captivating as we do. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other video on the 13 largest birds of prey.